His name is Day 281, and today's question is childhood wounds, which is funny because I've been watching. I'm now on like the fourth episode of the Jeffrey Dahmer thing on Netflix, which is controversial because for the families and the victims, apparently they've not been notified at all of the release, and two, they've not been paid for anything, which I think they should be paid some level of compensation if you're going to make money off of this tragedy. But three, it's re-traumatizing for many of the victims. I've not gone into it yet, but apparently one of the family's witness statements, they've actually acted it out verbatim. And it begs the question, why are they watching it in the first place? That's a separate issue, I guess. But it's interesting. So I'd say I mentioned this because in Dahmer's childhood, apparently he was neglected, and there's some psychological issues he felt, feeling left out and socially isolated, but also the feeling of not fully expressing his sexuality and not being able to, so far as I know, make many friends. And I guess it's not to excuse what he did, but you can understand the psychology of why he did what he did from his point of view. For me and my childhood, maybe it's somewhat the same in the sense that I tend to like my own company more, and I am quite social, but not as much as maybe I wish to be, but I'm happy either way. But I think it's because psychologically I'm very, very attached to my mum, such that whenever she wanted to go to the toilet, I would cry and beg her to take me with her. I was really attached, which is funny now because I'm very detached. I'm very away from family responsibilities, and away from home a lot. I think I'm not going to say this on camera, but there's been baggage, at home, and whose family isn't necessarily full of baggage, but there's baggage and there's scars, and I think subconsciously, I don't think I've ever consciously made those decisions, subconsciously. Maybe that's why I've segregated myself a bit from them. Not to say there's any, it's a nice normal thing, but I think subconsciously that's why I'm out alone a lot, and I like my own company, not because I'm some weirdo, but who isn't a bit of a weirdo, but it's, I don't know, I feel more comfortable in myself when I'm away, and I get to talk to people randomly on the street, there's no judgment, there's no baggage. But when you're at home, when I'm at home, I can't quite fully be me. And I'm sure there's people who feel the same way. You're not weird either way. You just kind of feel better outside at home. There's nothing necessarily wrong at home, but I think that's why maybe I like going out by myself. Not maybe even with friends, but just when it comes to family, I don't particularly like that. I am thinking about, I really want to do something to push this forward. I want to do some YouTube reaction videos or Twitch streaming or something, because I think I might as well use it, because I am getting more confident on camera, but realistically no one's going to care about my journey, right? Until people know my name. So I'm thinking of it, but if you have any ideas, please let me know. See you tomorrow.